believes in the ICU of Children's Medical Center of Dallas is a 14-year-old Rockwall student.
She is determined, full of courage.
Peyton Agnew has T-cell lymphoma. She's been fighting it since 2007.
I was very sad. It was hard. Very, very hard. But they told us the possibility was there.
She recovered, relapsed, and is now in ICU following complications from a bone marrow transplant last June. It's been a rough 3 years for the teen physically, but her will is stronger than ever. Her focus not on herself, but others.
Peyton has been wanting to find a way to give back ever since she was diagnosed.
In June, she began making bracelets and necklaces to sell, the profits to go to the Children's Cancer Fund. Peyton's already raised nearly $1,000. Beads of hope, she calls them. It's an idea that's caught on. The Rachel's Challenge Club at Rockwall's Heath High School began making its own jewelry. It too is selling it and giving the profits to the Children's Cancer Fund. Peyton's older sister, Charlize, is one of the students taking part.
Yes, she knows that we're doing it. She's very happy.
The students design the beads, cut them out of colored clay, and then bake them. Kirsten Casey is Peyton's tutor.
She really empowered me to be a better person.
The Friends of Rachel group string together dozens of bracelets, still not more than those made by Peyton's own hands. Her motivation best described by one word.
Her favorite word is hope.
Hope. Hope from a teen who, despite her own condition, wants to help others. Peyton's oncologist even wears the jewelry.
Peyton's just one of those kids that gets to you. It's her spirit and her heart that just attracts people to her.
I really like the gold and the purples and the browns.
That spirit is spreading. Students at Rockwall Heath began selling the bracelets on Monday.
I'm going to put it on my keychain and it'll remind me every day about Peyton.
For Charlize, it's a visual reminder of her sister and the support her school provides.
It's wonderful. My family is really grateful. We're really appreciative that our whole community wants to take time to help our cause.
A touching tribute Peyton and her family will always remember.
It is dangerous for her to be completely cured of this disease.
Isn't that what we all want, is a cure? And so that's kind of what we're here for tonight. The money raised from the silent auction goes to the Children's Cancer Fund. And if you don't know about them, they fund research, and it all stays here in Dallas. They fund UT Southwestern and the Children's Medical Center research for those kind of things. And just to kind of tell you a little bit as this project went along, I want to end on an inspirational note. These kids are so amazing, and they all have such a different story. And one kid loves Hot Wheels, while one kid has 100 Barbies, and one kid plays hockey, and the other rides horses, and they all have this huge spirit. And I hope you see that and that you get to know these kids a little bit before you leave tonight. The other thing, as I was going through and writing the bios, I was reading a lot of Curing Bridge sites, and I'll admit I was sobbing. And all the parents write a lot of numbers, and I don't know what they mean, but there's lots of numbers in there. This is up, this is down, that type of thing. They know a lot about leukemia. They know a lot about the cancer. And as I was going through there, I noticed something, and that's that it's not a single child that has cancer, it's the entire family. And so if you're a parent of one of these kids, can you raise your hand? Because it's not just the children that are courageous, but it's these parents too. So let's give them a round of applause. And then the other thing, and a huge part of these kids are their brothers and sisters. And these are some of the most amazing kids as well. A lot of them came on the shoots, and they were extremely entertaining. And Natalie's brother, the first one up here, he's just as entertaining as Natalie is. And he wanted to be in every photo, and so we set him in a little chair next to her, and he thought he was in all of the photos. He was only in a couple of them, but he was hamming it up. He was ready to go. And so if you're a sibling, if you're a brother or sister of one of these kids, go ahead and raise your hand as well. So we try for And I wanted to say one last thing, and we've got just a couple kids left. I know you've been standing for a long time, and make sure you check out the auction items as well. We have two main sponsors for this event. One is Sewell, and they just came right on board, agreed to do it immediately. I've never done anything like this, nor have I approached anyone for a sponsorship, and they were so great. And then David Quisenberry. David, can you raise your hand? When I came to David to ask him to be a part of this project, I said, hey, I have this idea. Tell me what you think about it. And he said, you know what? My mom died of cancer when I was 13, and I have skin cancer. I will do it. And he has really helped me out, and he's an amazing photographer, as you can tell by these portraits. Just so good, and he's done a lot of other stuff with the project as well, so I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, David. One last thing I wanted to read to you, just a little bit of one of the caring bridges that I came across. I read a lot of them, so and there's everyone has one, it seems like, but this one was particularly interesting. So this is about James. You already met him. He's the hockey player. Okay, it's a very big part of his life. So this is what his father wrote. After 16 months of dealing with James and his illness, we often wanted time to move quickly in hopes of him getting stabilized and life back to normal. Now we wanted to slow down at times, at least just a little. Tonight we had a proud dad and brothers watching him play his first hockey game against another team. His team had only had 4 practices so far, but the coach decided to scrimmage another club. His team's made up of kids 6 to 8 years old. James is not the best skater, he's not the best stick handler, and he's not the biggest kid on the ice. He is the kid that skates the hardest. And who thinks that? Oh, that's fine. Just ignore it. And he is on the ice a lot because he's playing defense and the team only has 4 defensive men. After all he'd been through these past months, his brothers and I were impressed with how hard he worked and how much he wanted to play with the puck. Then a moment in time stood still for us happened midway through the second period. James had pitched into the middle of the ice above the face-off circle. One of his teammates trickled a pass to him that landed right on the tape of his stick. James tells the rest of the story this way. Oh man, then the puck came up on my stick and there were 2 guys in front of me and coming at me and I thought, oh, I need to shoot the puck. I aimed it right at the corner and it went in. He was about 15 to 20 feet from the net. He actually got some air on the puck as he shot it. After it went in, James took a moment to realize it actually went in the net. Once it did, he had a huge smile on his face. Multiple fist pumps in the air, so just imagine this, as he coasted on the ice on one skate. And lastly, after he returned to the bench, he returned and looked up at his proud father sitting in the stands and gave him a thumbs up. As far as goals go, it's a routine goal in a hockey game in Texas. They're from Minnesota, so. And no one but he and I will remember this one going past the goalie into the right corner of the net. We'll remember it because 16 months ago, we would have never dreamed it would have happened. The goal and the effort to get it was a moment in time that we both want to hang on to just a little longer. And so I came across so many inspirational stories like this, and a goal in a hockey game, but what's so much that they had accomplished. So we got a couple more kids left here, and I hope you guys are enjoying the night, and it won't be too much longer. I know you're all standing. So, Shelley?